Hi everyone. As promised, I am back with the day 2 vlog. First, we will travel from Wilderswil to Grindelwald Terminal and then from Grindelwald Railway Terminal to Jungfraujoch Mountain. And we'll be capturing the highlighted moments for my Switzerland day 2 travel with my family. Please check my Switzerland day 1 vlog if not seen already to watch the previous day road trip details. When we reached yesterday evening, our tour leader randomly assigned this room key for our hotel baron. Isn't it surprising and good feeling as 27th is my birthday date? This is all we call it as destiny, my friends. Second day morning started with taking selfies, photos, which we couldn't show on the first day as it was dark by the time we reached to the hotel. This is our tour bus right below in the parking area. Spectacular views of the alpine scenery and snow-capped mountains of the Swiss Alps from the balcony. Breakfast was from 7:30 to 11:30 a.m. We had breakfast which was delicious with a wide spread of vegetarian options. Hotel Baron is a traditional Bernese inn which dates back to 1706. Baron translates to bears in English as it is a nice touch to find bear-themed decor dotted around the hotel. After the breakfast, I reached to the bear statue standing alone in front of the hotel and asked the way to Jungfrau. He whispered the direction, which I confirmed by pointing to the mountains. Just kidding. So now we headed to our bus, which will be dropping us to Grindelwald Terminal to take the cable to the top of Europe. The train stations is 10 minutes walk away and bus stop is 100 meters away for easy access to the most desired excursions. There are 4 ways to get from Wilderswil to Grindelwald by bus, train, taxi or car. The recommended option is by bus line 312, which takes 25 minutes if not traveling by your personal vehicle. Taxi takes around 17 minutes to reach to Grindelwald Terminal. However, there is also a train R61 and cheapest ticket of 10 euros, which connects to the Grindelwald Terminal from Wilderswil and takes around 30 minutes. The Lütschine River falling on the side is in the Bernese Oberland region of Switzerland, which then divides into 2 branches, that is Black and White Lütschine. Both branches include a large number of mountain streams as tributaries. This river offers exciting wild water rafting, creating rapids as it surges down from the mountains. The common stretch of the river has a length of 8.6 kilometers, that is 5.3 miles. The highest point of the drainage basin is in the Jungfrau region. Let's talk about history of Switzerland. Switzerland was formed in 1291 by an alliance of cantons against the Habsburg dynasty. The Confederatio Helvetica or Swiss Confederation, from which the abbreviation CH for Switzerland derives, but a new constitution was adopted only in 1848. And hence the present nation form. Switzerland is bordered to the west by France, to the north by Germany, to the east by Austria and Liechtenstein, and to the south by Italy. Switzerland signed a free trade agreement with the European Economic Community in 1972 and has participated in the process of European integration by way of bilateral treaties but resisted full accession to the European Union. Swiss watches are also famous apart from Swiss banks and Swiss army knife, as I mentioned in my previous vlog. The origins of watchmaking in Switzerland can be traced back as far as the 16th century. At this time, John Calvin, a religious reformer well known for both his controversial views and austere standards of living, decided the citizens should not be allowed to wear jewelry. The jewelry makers faced financial ruin and coupled with the fact that watches were the only item of jewelry still permitted to be worn, decided to turn their attention to the art of watchmaking for which there was a steadily increasing demand. Thus, in 1601, history records Geneva in Switzerland as the birthplace of the entire industry and later became crowded with watchmakers. Grindelwald Terminal is famous in Hollywood with movies like Harry Potter and the Fantastic Beasts series. Grindelwald railway station comes in the village and municipality of Grindelwald in the Swiss canton of Bern. At this moment our bus stopped due to the train passing by through the road, as you can see on the left side. The Grindelwald railway station comes in the village, as I was telling, so it is the valley station for 2 cableways. The Eiger Express to the Eiger Glacier and the Grindelwald Manly Chain to the Manly Chain. Tour leader recommended to carry chocolates, sunglasses, sunscreen, hand gloves, and obviously needs to be hydrated to overcome the effects of high altitude on Jungfrau region. There was also a Bollywood restaurant on the top of mountain. but it was not open when we visited the place. It's very popular due to the Bollywood movies and Indian food. There are other self-service restaurants, but all the food eateries are not that cheap over the mountains. And it's better to have your meals before reaching there if you're planning to go over there. We had set timings for in-between transfers on the way, so had to be on time, otherwise we could not take risks to miss a single train up or down, as to book the next train is not going to be the cheaper. So need to be cautious of the meeting points every time. At the top of mountain, there are a few nice cheap washrooms as well, and they were free of charge and inclusive within the €190 ticket per person, which we bought already. As I was telling about the Lushin River earlier, based on the Wikipedia, there is a story passed on by word of mouth showing friendly banter between villagers that lived on the two rivers. Is that the people on the White Lushin, White Lushin River, said the others were so dirty it turned the river black, and the villagers on the Schwarz Lushin, that is Black Lushin, claimed the others never even washed, so the other tributary remained perfectly white. On the Jungfraujoch mountain, the first viewing point has 360-degree view from a platform. We can see the glaciers, valleys, all the way down to the nearby villages and all the high mountains around it. There is also a Sphinx Observatory, an astronomical observatory located above the Jungfraujoch in Switzerland. It is named after the Sphinx, a rocky summit on which it is located. At 3,571 meters, that is 11,716 feet above mean sea level. It is one of the highest observatories in the world. After the Sphinx, there is an area specifically to feel and experience the snow. You can make snowballs, snowman, etc. And it's wonderful to experience whoever has never seen snow or to get a chance to roll around in it. Then there is a chance to visit a lot of museums which shows how they have been made and prepare the Jungfrau region for expedition. We need to be very careful when walk through over there, as everything is made from ice, but the floor is carved out walking over. So it's like walking through the heart of the mountain. We not only time-stamped our Jungfrau passports on the mountain, but also be able to send the postcard from the highest post office in Europe to my brother in Amsterdam, Netherlands. The Eiger village of Grindelwald in the Bernese Oberland lies embedded in a welcoming and green hollow, surrounded by a commanding mountainscape with the Eiger North Face and the Wetterhorn. This mountain escape and the numerous lookout points and activities make Grindelwald one of the most popular and cosmopolitan holiday and excursion destinations in Switzerland, and the largest ski resort in the Jungfrau region. Road and railway construction made Grindelwald much more accessible towards the end of the 19th century, which in turn also heralded the onset of winter tourism. The first cableway in the Alps was built here in 1908 on the Wetterhorn. The two ski regions during the winter season of First and Kleinscheidegg, Mannlichseen, Wingen offer 160 kilometers of ice with around 30 lifts reaching up to an altitude of 2,500 meters. The Skiltorn near Murane, also part of the Jungfrau region ski arena, even reaches 2,971 meters. But the most spectacular piste of region is, without doubt, the Lauberhorn piste near Wingen, popularized by the World Cup circus. Choose from 80 kilometers of winter walking trails with views across 7 4,000-meter peaks and majestic glaciers, as well as 60 kilometers of toboggan runs, including at 15 kilometers, one of the longest toboggan runs in the Alps from the Fallhorn into the valley. Naturally, Grindelwald also has many further winter sports on offer. There are 300 kilometers of walking trails around Grindelwald during summer season. The high altitude walk from Grindelwald first along the Bashalpsee to the Fallhorn Mountain Hotel, and then onto the Shange Plateau ranks among the most beautiful hikes of the region. An easy walk with fantastic views of the three world famous mountains of the Eiger, Monch, and Jungfrau leads from the Manly Chain up onto the Klein Scheidegg. Jungfraujoch is easy to get to, and the only way to reach Jungfraujoch is by train. Regardless of which town you stay at, you'll need to make your way to Klein Scheidegg. The only cogwheel train to Jungfraujoch is from Klein Scheidegg, which takes about 35 minutes and goes up thousands of meters in altitude. So we'll be reaching Grindelwald Terminal in short time. Grindelwald Terminal lets you reach Jungfraujoch, Manly Chain, and the Eiger Glacier in no time. The supermodern Eiger Express reaches the Eiger Glacier in only 15 minutes. The 10-seater gondola takes about 19 minutes from the Grindelwald Terminal to the Manly Chain top station. Both lifts are part of the V-Ban project. Since December 2020, you need only 45 minutes from Grindelwald Terminal to Jungfraujoch. Buses and regional trains can also be reached directly at the terminal. Finally, we reached to the Grindelwald Terminal, from where we need to catch the cable car or gondola to reach to the Eiger Glacier, where again we'll switch to the train to the Jungfrau mountain. These tickets are covering round-trip tour from Jungfraujoch. Our tour leader informed to keep the soft copy of these in case we missed, and I have to show as a proof that we had bought the round-trip tickets already. So now I'll leave you to enjoy the travel journey for now, and will pitch in whenever required for specific information or experience.
Yay! 15 minutes. It'll take 15 minutes to come over that. Go over this. So fun! We can say it's a breathtaking view. It's just that I'm sometimes scared of heights, and I'm feeling sur la face nord de l'Eiger et sur le mont enchanteur de la montagne. Nous vous souhaitons un séjour. Things that get me. Hear them. Chairless. I saw it in my dreams. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, it's absolutely stunning. You taken in front of you? I have.
And cheese. I don't know where they're going. And cheese. I don't know what.
I wish there's no yeah, trick or treat. See what they're giving out for Halloween. Trick or treat. Trick or treat. You remember, right? Yeah. Trick or treat.
And here comes our train, Eiger Glacier, which will take us to the Jungfraujoch mountain.
Wait outside.
Knocking on your door.
Yes.
Left side. Easy, 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 easy. Usually, helicopters also been used to carry the goods to and from the Jungfrau regions to the plain areas.
मेरे ग्लव्स किसके पास है तुम्हारे पास
We had enough time to play with the snow by making snowballs and a snowman. After spending 1 to 2 hours on Jungfrau Mountain, we prepared ourselves to come back from the Jungfrau region back to our hotel in Wilderswil. As I mentioned, Jungfrau is a mountain in Bernese Oberland and Jungfraujoch is a glacier saddled at an altitude of 3,466 meters that connects the mountain of Jungfrau. Jungfraujoch is known as the top of Europe, not because it's the highest mountain in Europe, but rather the highest train station in Europe. The train that goes to Jungfraujoch goes through the tunnels inside the mountain of Eiger to eventually take you to the top station. The view from both the train ride and the Sphinx observation deck are spectacular. You'll get amazing views of the valley and surrounding mountains on the cogwheel train to Jungfraujoch. The view from the top of Europe was also out of this world. Jungfraujoch gained international fame after being featured in various films such as Clint Eastwood's movie The Eiger Sanction as well as the Bollywood musical romance Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge. This is why you will see many international tourists at Jungfraujoch. While onboarded on the train, we also saw people doing trekking on the sides. Switzerland is a beautiful tourist attracting country. While it is most famous for its ski resorts during the winter, it is beautiful all year round. The Alpine mountains stretch across the Balkans to France, making Switzerland the perfect tourist destination. And we enjoyed a lot. We had a beautiful and wonderful memories while we were in the Switzerland. On a lighter note, my son got good practical exposure and discussed about why we need to protect our eyes, especially on the snow mountains.
के सन को कैप्चर कर रही है और हीट ने इसको नीचे डाल दी तो जो ग्राउंड है उन पे आ रही है तो उस पे भी इफेक्ट हो रहा है चाहे नहीं दिख रहा हो लेकिन इफेक्ट पड़ रहा है अब ये जो पानी है ये नीचे से जाके इफेक्ट कर रहा है इन सब इसलिए यहाँ पर फर्टाइल सॉइल है.
Hope you liked this vlog. In my next vlog, we'll be covering the Lake Titisee in the southern Black Forest region of Germany. We'll also cover the Freiburg region to see the world's biggest cuckoo clock. Please do subscribe, like and share. And thank you very much for your time.